Our story today is called A Dream of Heaven. John was one of Jesus' helpers. He was old now and living on an island, which might sound nice, except it was a prison. The leaders put him there to stop him from talking about Jesus. But I'm sure you don't think a little thing like being in a cell, in a prison, on an island, in the middle of the ocean could stop God's plan, do you? Of course not. One morning, Jesus appeared, right there in John's cell. Jesus' eyes were bright, shining like the sun. "I'm going to show you a secret, John," Jesus said, "about when I come back." His voice was like the sound of rushing waters. Write down what you see so God's children can read it and wait with happy excitement. Then Jesus gave John a beautiful dream, except John was wide awake and what he saw was real, and one day it would all come true. What do you think that this dream was about? We're about to find out. I see a throne, and on the throne is a king. Who do you think this king is? Yeah, it's Jesus. And the king is Jesus. All around the throne, people are bowing down. They are giving him their treasures. There are loud cheers and clapping and bright laughter, like 1,000 waterfalls, and everyone bursts out singing a new song. This is our king, the Lamb who died, so we don't have to, our rescuer. All honor and glory forever and ever. And every creature everywhere in heaven and on earth and under the earth and in the sea joins in. And then, from all around, a wide, immense, beautiful silence. And I see Satan. Who is Satan? Right, he is a devil. He lives in hell. He's God's horrible enemy, thrown down, defeated. I see a sparkling city shimmering in the sky, glittering, glowing, coming down from heaven and from the sky. Heaven is coming down to earth. God's city is beautiful, walls of topaz, jasper, and sapphire. Do you know what topaz, jasper, and sapphire are? They're like really beautiful jewels. Wide streets paved with gold, gleaming pearl gates that are never locked shut. Where is the sun? Where is the moon? They aren't needed anymore. God is the only light people need. No more darkness, no more night. And the king says, "Look, God and his children are together again. No more running away or hiding. No more crying or being lonely or afraid. No more being sick or dying, because all those things are gone. Yes, they're gone forever. Everything sad has come untrue, and see, I have wiped away every tear from every eye." Wouldn't you love it to never be able to cry again? Yeah, I don't like crying. And then a deep, beautiful voice that sounded like thunder in the sky says, "Look, I am making everything new." Who do you think that voice was from? God, right. It was hard to squeeze all John saw into words and fit it onto a page and cram it into a book. All the words on all the pages of all the books in all the world would never be enough. "I am the beginning," Jesus said, "and the ending." One day, John knew, heaven would come down and mend God's broken world and make it our true, perfect home once again. And he knew, in some mysterious way that would be hard to explain, that everything was going to be more wonderful for once having been so sad. And he knew that the ending of the story was going to be so great, it would make all the sadness and tears and everything seem just like a shadow that is chased away by the morning sun. "I'm on my way," said Jesus. "I'll be there soon." John came to the end of his book, but he didn't write the end, because of course that's how stories finish. But this story isn't over yet. So instead he wrote, "Come quickly, Jesus," which perhaps is really just another way of saying, "To be continued." So that was the end of our story, and now we're going to do our craft. So today for our craft, we are going to be making the new earth that God is going to make one day. To start off with, you're going to just need one paper plate. So what I did first in mine was I made the grass first. So what I did was I took a white construction paper and then I just drew some of it green with a green marker, and then I just taped it to the bottom of my paper plate. So when you're done, the grass should look a little something like this. Now next what I did was I made the tree, so I took the same piece of white construction paper and just drew the trunk of the tree in brown. After I cut that out, then I just placed it on top of my grass so that it looks like this. Okay, so on that same white piece of paper, I drew the top of the tree and then I cut it out. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on top of my tree trunk with some tape. And lastly, I drew the world, and what I did was I just drew a circle on my white paper, and then I colored the ocean blue, and then I colored the continents green so that it looks like the earth. And then now I'm just going to put it in my blank space on my paper plate. So this is the new earth that God will make one day. So that was our story, and this is our craft. So thanks for watching, and have a great Sunday.